Why crawling, sitting, and movement at 6 to 9 months matters more than you think. Hi, I'm Cherrick Gordon. I'm a pediatric physical therapist, and I show parents how to lay their hands on their babies and not just impact movement, but also impact their gross motor skills and cognitive development. Most people think that crawling is just about getting from point A to point B. But did you know that crawling helps to better organize your baby's brain for better balance, body awareness, and even future handwriting? Between 6 to 9 months, your baby's gross motor skills will be laying down the foundation for learning, posture, and even emotional regulation. Let's break down what's really going on and how you can support it at home. Why these milestones matter. At this stage, your baby is transitioning from static to dynamic movement. That means not just holding a position, but moving through space with control and stability while they're moving. These gross motor milestones are building core strength for upright posture, balance systems for sitting, crawling, and later on walking. They're also impacting bilateral coordination where both sides of the body start working together. Proprioceptive feedback, which is the brain's sense of where your baby's body is in space. Each movement activates neural pathways that influence sensory processing, attention, and long term motor planning. So when your baby pushes up onto their hands and knees or rocks front to back, they're not just prepping to crawl. Here are the big gross motor milestones to expect between 6 and 9 months. 1. Independent sitting, starting with a wide base, then narrowing for better control. Pivoting in circles on their belly. If you notice that your baby starts to pivot in circles in both directions while still on their tummy while they're reaching for toys, that's something you want to see at this level of development. Baby begins to start pushing up on their arms, but pushing up with their arms straight out in front of them during tummy time. This means that baby is getting ready to crawl. When baby starts shifting their weight between their hands from one side to the other, and when baby starts pushing backwards before forward when they're moving, preparing to crawl. You're also going to notice that your baby rocks on their hands and knees. This is the pre-crawling position. But you might also see your baby do what's called commando crawling, where baby is still on their belly, but they're moving forward on their forearms and kicking those little legs. Baby's also going to start making transitions into sitting from their tummy or from their side. And they may even, in some cases, begin to pull the stand. Now, here's what I want you to remember. Not all babies do these things in the same order, but they should definitely move through each piece, even if it's only for a short period of time. Here's what it looks like when babies struggle. Some signs your baby might need extra support. Let's say you notice your baby's flopping sideways when you put them to sit. Or they're stuck in one position, like just laying on their belly, or they're sitting and they can't get in and out of sitting. Or they prefer to arch backwards instead of rounding forward. Bunny hopping or scooting when they're on their bottom without using both sides equally. If your baby avoids putting weight on their hands when you have them on their hands and knees, it seems like they keep picking one hand or the other up and they're avoiding just embracing, putting their hands and doing like a mini baby push up. These signs can signal that there is some sort of a delay in core control, coordination, or even sensory processing. So these are definitely something to keep an eye on and speak to your baby's pediatrician. Here are a couple of simple, purposeful techniques you can use daily to build these skills. 1. Supported sitting while reaching. What that means is you sit your baby on the floor, place toys on different sides, and you support your baby around baby's trunk while they reach and then return to baseline for play. This strengthens baby's oblique muscles, their back extensors, and it improves their balance reactions. Number 2, tummy time over your leg or over a boppy. Place your baby tummy down over your leg or a boppy. Position their arms forward under their shoulders, not back by their sides. This will activate scapular stability, core trunk muscles, and set the stage for pushing up. Number three, hands and knees rocking. Help your baby onto their hands and knees by supporting their hips. And then what you want to do is get behind them and gently rock them front to back. This helps with weight shifting, cross lateral movement, and vestibular integration. Here's how you do side sitting. Start with your baby in side sitting where you bend your knees and put both legs off to one side. Support the trunk and the hips as they shift forward to crawl or backwards to sit. This helps to improve hip control, rotation, and the ability to transition in and out of sitting independently. Number five, obstacle crawling. Create a soft tunnel using pillows or couch cushions and encourage your baby to crawl over them. This builds confidence, spatial awareness, and body mapping. This is a very important skill, crossing and going over hurdles. Here's what I want you to remember from this episode. Every rep matters. Every small push, twist, or reach is reshaping your baby's brain and their future. This isn't about rushing your milestones. It's about building a solid, smart foundation through movement. If you want to go deeper, watch my full milestone series on YouTube or grab my free milestone guide. The link is down in the description. And if you're seeing red flags or you just feel like something's off, trust your gut. You can always reach out to a pediatric physical therapist for support or speak to your baby's pediatrician. Thanks for being here. I'm Cherrick Gordon.